I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. The man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
We go to the scorecards. Tim Chatham scores it 119, 108. David Sutherland has it 120 to 107, and Steve Weisfeld scores it 118 to 109. All three scores to the winner by unanimous decision. And no WBC welterweight champion of the world, Ryan King Garcia.
A wide stance sacrifices a bit of mobility in favor of stability. By widening your stance, your center of gravity lowers, taking your height down as well. A wide stance, knees bent, and Barrios starts fighting from 6 foot to 5'9". Add in level changes, and it goes from 5'9" to 5'8", 5'7". Despite being the taller man with slightly longer reach, Barrios opted to pressure Garcia with front foot advances when he wasn't waiting at full stop. However, this pressure was not effective. He lacked consistent psychological stressors such as feints, jabs, and active defense, and the physicality of both post, frames, bumps, and holding hits required to keep Garcia defensive. There are 4 nips in the ring: the center, the outskirts, the ropes, and the turnbuckle. The center allows for continuous circular motion. The outskirts are outside the center but before the ropes. The ropes are a limited position with lateral slides left and right. Rope-a-dope leanbacks, forward and full stop smothers, and bumps, or reversals. The turnbuckle is a horrendous position that offers nothing besides a stiff wall at your back and 3-point forward exits. The best way to avoid getting put to the ropes is by moving in a circle, not in a straight line. Garcia stepped and pivoted left to keep turning Barrios, avoided his left hand, and maintained the landscape to center ring as much as possible. Garcia did a good job leveraging his speed with short feints. The speed alone forces the opponent to favor positioning over reflexes to avoid being slow in the offensive and defensive draw. Barrios did keep his hands up, however, he failed to adequately use reaction steps to control the distance as a first line of defense. Instead, he stayed at full stop, giving Garcia's face the opportunity to be in stasis when he attacked. Garcia made great use of the jab to snap Barrios out of position, switch tempos, and circle around. Circling creates a significant change in offensive and defensive positioning. In this fight, Garcia's circling left puts him in the T2 position, or track 2. Track 2 is when the rear hand aligns to the opponent's center line. Track 3 is when the lead hand aligns to the opponent's center line. And track 1 is when both fighters stand on the same line in front of one another. Garcia would briefly move right to set up a reposition to his left. Occasionally, Garcia would set up a counter left hook as Barrios attempted to step forward. Nope. Circling to the left of Barrios allows him to get closer. Barrios staying in full stop allowed Garcia to catch his balance when he sprung through the dead zone, allowing Garcia to acquire stasis. Stepping backward creates space to step left or right. These reaction steps set Barrios up to get countered on his advances and springs. Garcia took away Barrios' opportunity to work with a smothering ref break. Garcia threw a 4 off the measure. Garcia created a horizontal line of defense, creating guard traffic in between himself and Barrios. Garcia used a post to the head to control his balance. Through the first 25, Garcia feints, jabs, and notices that Barrios is not disengaging and holding his ground in a high guard. Garcia, however, disengages as soon as he senses forward pressure. Garcia sets up his second initial, snap the jab, probe the next, level change off the probe, and throw a right hook around the guard of Barrios.